Wendell Staff. Today I'd like to share with you a look at the online reading streets. Let's take a look, for example, at the Reading Grade 3. We're going to look at the Teacher's Edition and the Student's Edition. So first, if I click on my Teacher's Edition for the Reading Streets, it will open up a digital copy of your teacher's book. You can click by units, so let's start by Unit 1. And it will give you a breakdown of all your units, very much like your physical copy. But here we can click on the different pages to bring straight to them. On the top, there is the important tab of the print resources. So if you ever want to print out additional copies of materials, you click on this print resource dropdown, and all of those materials are right there. For example, the practice book materials, we click on here. Let's make this a little bigger so we can see them all. I can sort by unit, teacher's page, and so on. So here's looks like by book. So if I click on the, let's click on the comprehension review for the teacher's page of Boomtown. So if I click on that, it will open up that um, that worksheet which I can print out. Because it was the teacher's one, it has the answers. Let me click back on that tab. Oops, right tab. If I click back on the practice book again, if I click on the student page for that view, it has the same worksheet but with no answers. So once again, if I go back to this print resource button, all of those printable materials are right here for you. So great resource. You can jump, for example, from section to section in your book, and it does look exactly like your book. You see in the top right corner you do have the book here, and we can turn the pages. So if you were showing this on a smartboard, you can uh, have this visible instead of holding up the book or looking at the book. There are the lesson overview and things related to this lesson, and still the print resource button right there for you. It is really a great asset here to have a digital copy. No longer have to bring this home with us online for us to use. So let's now go back to the home and take a look at the student edition, what your students will see. So if you ever to assign things to your students and they wanted to access it online, this is what they would see. Unit 1, for example, this is exactly their book. Maybe they were starting with Alexander. Here the students have the book. All of the things that they see in their physical book are here. Words that are highlighted will actually bring up in a glossary, and they can hear them and can see the other words in the glossary that are shown up this week in the textbook. We can close that. Uh, it does have audio, so it will read, which is a nice feature to share with your students. As we scroll through the book, as a student might, as they're going through, they might come across a section which asks them to give some written responses. And here they can type out uh, their answers here, and then so on. And they can always click back on this snapshot to see the story. Just one thing I noticed that this opened up in another tab on the top, so I can always click back and see the answers that I was writing, and then click back on that story. A nice feature. And students will continue going through and looking at this book. It is pretty much a straight digital copy of the student book. So once again, a quick overview. From your home screen, you could see the Teacher's Edition and the Student Edition, both digital copies of the teacher's reading books, the student book. The Teacher's Edition has all of your printable resources. So if you have any questions about how you would use or access the Reading Street material, please let me know. Thank you.